Taylor.
Now 14, yes? You should just be moving across, zigzag across to take...
We move from there to here.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to move though because it's 14 back. Back
Do you
you go.
or do you want the front end?
So only
So
the
anybody behind, I started here, so I don't know why you've all moved that side of me.
There you go, we should do that. I did look at the numbers and went...
Because all you're doing, guys, is taking up a place from behind where the guy should be, yes?
No, right. What we were saying a minute
Right back, and you should be about ready to go.
Well,
So here we go then, we continue our coverage now with the DRS 62 second heat of the day, and you can see a couple of false starts. Hopefully this time we'll get it right, and we will be back underway racing. You can see one of the carts there, that is kart 4, Jamie Gurney starting on the front row. And once they're past the red cones, it is straight away gone. Confirmation then that Jamie Gurney starting alongside Joshua Turnbull, Oki Keatley in third with Hudson Cross in fourth, Chase Sharp in fifth, Craig Evans in sixth, Archie Herron in seventh, and Jack Badger in eighth place. So we are underway then in the latest DRS 62 race. We will, of course, have a rolling start, as we do with all of our DRS series. And basically what that means when the drivers put their hands in the air and spin their fingers round is that they're not in the right position. So the driver's told to remember the kart ahead of them. And if they're not in the position, then we have a false start and we have to do another lap before going round again. So Aidan Hassan, kart 5, was the victor in the first race. Archie Heron coming home in second, with Finley Watson coming home in third. But Aidan Hassan's not going to have things quite so simple this time, starting the race in 12th place. Oakley Keatley in kart 2, starting in third. Certainly one to watch out for. And I do believe this time we are good to go. So we are racing here once again in GYG, the second round of the series in the Daniel Ricciardo series. We have Clay Pigeon. So you can see that green and yellow flag held out indicates a false start. So we will go again. And eventually, I believe we get underway here. And we have a collision there between two of the karts. But we are racing once again here in GYC. Glan Y Gors. In fact, no, it is another false start. The DRS 62, always chaotic racing, a chaotic start to the race as we await to get underway here in the second heat of the day. Oh, another huge collision there. As these youngsters scrapping for position.
Nothing come on there. Nothing.
So after all the drama, we have quite an incident-packed start to this race, but we are getting things underway finally here in the DRS 62 second heat of the day. Absolutely fearless, these kids, aren't they? And it shows in their style of racing. A good battle for first place, this though, between kart 7 Craig Evans and kart 4 Jamie Gurney, and Craig Evans makes his way up into first place. A quick look over his left shoulder to see what's going on behind him. Evans, though, out in front at the moment, but coming back under pressure then from Jamie Gurney, who does get the overtake done. And in fact, now moving up into second place is kart 6, Archie Heron, who finished second in the first race. So a dramatic start to the second DRS 62 heat. So confirmation then that Jamie Gurney leads ahead then of Craig Evans, Archie Heron in third place, Keatley in fourth, and a real strong pack of karters there at the front of this race. 2 minutes already gone. The time absolutely flies by, doesn't it? Gurney leading then with Evans in second, Heron in third, and Keatley in fourth. Inside then 6 minutes left of this second DRS 62 heat. So Evans out in front, Keatley now moving up into second place, and we'll see Keatley putting Evans under a bit of pressure here. Keatley tries to go out wide, but invites pressure behind. We've got a four-way battle for the race lead here. Currently it is Evans out in front, but Keatley all over the back of Gurney, because Gurney has got the jump done, and Gurney now looking to try and take the race lead, has the better line heading into the corner, and it is indeed now Gurney who leads, having been in third place at the beginning of this lap. Evans in second, with Keatley in third now, but putting pressure on Evans. I think we're going to see quite a few different changes for the race lead now. A slightly wide line that there by Keatley, but Evans, in fact Keatley has made the jump now, so Keatley has moved up into first place. Goodness me, dramatic lap there, trying to stay on track with who is where. So Gurney leads, Evans in second, but making the move round the outside, and Evans once again with the race lead. So these four absolutely scrapping for the first place position, and you can see Evans going wide there, having a big look up the inside, with Keatley now making ground up into second place. So Keatley now all over the back of Evans for first place. Well, it was Gurney who was leading the race at the beginning of this lap. Gurney now down to third place as they enter Devil's Elbow. This is going to be frantic, isn't it? Inside the final 4 minutes. Evans leads ahead of Keatley. Gurney in third with Heron in fourth. Turnbull in fifth place, although coming under pressure from Watson. Turnbull just, Watson shall I say, just kicking up a bit of grass there and losing it just a little bit of time. This, though, the battle for first place. Evans out in front at the moment. You can see one of the slower karts being given a blue flag and being waving on that lead group. So it is really, really close, isn't it? They are absolutely toe-to-toe. Evans leading from Keatley ahead of Gurney, ahead of Guerin. But Keatley fancies a move up the inside. But this is, of course, the tricky section of the track, Devil's Elbow, where you really can't afford to make any mistakes. Otherwise, you don't get a good run heading into the final straight. And still Evans leads. But Keatley is all over the back of kart number 7. And now coming back into the play is Gurney, and I think Gurney's got the move done on Keatley, so Gurney now up into second place. Keatley looks certain to take the race lead there, but has now dropped back, I think, into fourth place. So it is still Evans that leads. In second place now it is Heron. Third place it is Gurney, and yes, Keatley has gone from challenging for the race lead back down to fourth place. And Turnbull in the mix for things as well. And what you seem to find these karters are doing at the moment is focusing more on what's going on behind them rather than trying to build up a bit of a race lead. Evans out in front, under pressure from Heron. Gurney in third, Keatley in fourth. Heron has a look up the inside. Is Heron about to take the race lead here? The door closed, firmly shut though by Evans. Heron and Evans keeping us really entertained here at the front of the pack. Keatley and Gurney in a great scrap for third and fourth as well. And as a result, there are now 8 cars, 7 or 8 cars, in with a chance of a top 3 position. Evans doing well to hold on to first place at the moment, coming under pressure from many different karts. A real scrap this. This is go-karting at its absolute finest, most exciting, into the final 9 seconds of the race. Into Devil's Elbow. A good ride out by most of those cars. We'll have another scrap heading into the final 70 seconds of the race. Up now past Dragon Straight, into the spoon, and a spin there, quickly corrected. So Evans doing a fantastic job to hold on to the race lead, but Heron putting him under real pressure, but then getting a sneaky move up the onside. Is that Keatley about to take the race lead? Yes, it is. So Keatley goes from third to first in the space of 1 corner. Excellent driving that from Keatley, who moves up into the race lead. In second place, it is still Evans, but under a huge amount of pressure from Heron. So sneaky stuff that from Keatley, just biding the time well, and Oakley Keatley, as a result of that, leads the race. But you can see Heron now moving all over the back of Gurney. My goodness me, this is absolutely wheel-to-wheel racing. Keatley still in the lead, but any one of these 5. Watson as well, all over the back of this pack. Keatley with a little bit of a lead, but then that's quickly eradicated, isn't it, when the corner is slightly widely taken. And in second place, it is Gurney. So Gurney has moved up into second. Keatley is in first place. They will finish this lap and we will have one more. It will be a straight sprint to the finish, right, making their way around the paddock bend. And this is the last lap. Keatley leads with Gurney in second, Evans in third, and Heron in fourth. Who is going to complete our top 3 in this second heat? And Keatley coming under pressure there. In fact, I think Keatley's gone wide. Yes, so Gurney takes the race lead, but Keatley still looking to try and get that back. Takes the outside line. In fact, does put under pressure Gurney, so it's still all to play for as we head to the final few corners of the race. The last lap of the second DRS 62 heat of the day. It's currently Keatley out in first place, but it could all change in an instant. As they make their way around the final Devil's Elbow, I think it's going to be Keatley who's going to come home in first place. Yes, it is. Oakley Keatley really made to work for that. Lifts up a fist in the air. Fantastic racing. Gurney in second place. Evans in third. Heron and Badger making up fourth and fifth. My goodness me, what a scrap that was. So many congratulations there to Oakley Keatley, who we will do our best to grab an interview with in the next couple of moments' time.